This is obviously an exterior view of the Colosseum in Rome. The exterior of the building is actually quite well preserved. And I think as you gaze at it, you certainly are struck by the similarity of the scheme to the scheme of the theater of Marcellus in Rome. In this case, the theater of Marcellus appears to have had 3 stories, only 2 of which are currently preserved. This had 4 stories, 4 tiers, as you can see here. Again, the structure itself is concrete. The facing is travertine. We see these great arches, these great arcades, just as we saw them in the theater of Marcellus. And then also, just like the scheme of the theater of Marcellus, columns that are placed in between those arches on the first 3 stories. The columns in between those arches on the first 3 stories, just as the theater of Marcellus, have no structural purpose whatsoever. They do not hold the building up as they would have in a Greek or Etruscan context. The building is held up by the barrel and annular vaults that are made out of concrete. So these columns have no structural purpose whatsoever, and they are here essentially as the icing on the cake, as ornamentation or decoration, but ornamentation or decoration that has certain meaning to it, a meaning that certainly conjures up ancient Greece, because you can see here that they have used all the Greek orders. The Doric order, the Ionic order in the 2nd story, the Corinthian order, all of these are engaged columns, the Corinthian order in the 3rd story, and then in the 4th story we see they use pilasters. These are Corinthian pilasters once again. So Doric, Ionic, Corinthian again at the uppermost part, columns that have no structure that are used here as pure decoration, but decoration that again has an ideological connection.